flying saucers and people from outer space. George Van Tassel, let's talk about this time machine you're building down in California.
Thank you for inviting me here, because this is where it all started.
The Integratron was built by George Van Tassel. He worked for Howard Hughes on advanced aircraft. He was a UFO contactee.
We just showed the film in Sedona at Illuminate, Maui, Los Angeles, and New York, and now back to Joshua Tree. So I really am grateful for this opportunity to come full circle.
The man got off of the ship and approached me before I even knew there was a ship down. I asked him what he wanted, and he said, "My name is Solganda, and I would be pleased to show you our craft."
Solganda.
Solganda.
Did contacting in the desert have anything to do with drawing you to this subject matter? Are you familiar with that? It seems like I saw that was...
Yeah, for Contact in the Desert, we showed the film when it was at the retreat center here as a work in progress, and JJ and Desiree jumped up on stage.
He could have been the subject, according to some New Agers, of some substance that may have been put in this food or whatever, but we don't buy this reality. We feel that there is the principle rather than the personality at stake here.
The fact that they were gathering in the desert, talking about peace and love and harmony, there's that incredible quote. I think that was a threat, you know, and they did see communists everywhere.
The official report of my grandfather George Van Tassel's death was heart attack. However, there was some sort of issues with that because his second wife, Doris, had his body cremated before anybody in the family could even inquire, and before she even told us that he had died.
She was accused of killing him, but they also said that the burgers did him in. I mean, and people think that the government...
Which would be the first wife, the burgers and the pie. So one of the wives...
I heard that George, that's true, but I heard George loved that food.
She had changed his diet around completely and everything like that. So there's some speculation, we don't know for a fact, and I don't think anybody ever will because there's no autopsy ever actually performed, that she may have poisoned him. But like I said, that's just speculation at this point. Why? Why? Because she was sent to destroy George. She was another part of the equation.
Did you have a score in your head when you were putting it together, or what were your notes for the composers?
Oh, good question about the sound and the music. There were many different variations. I had Clive's incredible music that he recorded, that whole album, which is so epic, which I think he's used in a lot of things since then, right?
Yeah.
Lemuria and all these amazing songs. But his stuff is incredibly celestial, you know? And then I was in the film, and it was just like a kind of hypnotic.
I was awakened by this sound, and it sounded like a pulse.
This was as simple as crossing a street and getting hit by a car. After it's over, you're the victim of the circumstance.
Clive stuff is really key because it really gets the local, I don't know, and the celestial.
Sorry. The one sort of foil in the film shares the last name with you. Is your relation?
Oh, she asked about Bob Berman. No relation, and Bob was like adopted, so he's, I think, like captured by Jesus.
It seems suspicious that there'd be flying saucers, spacecraft capable of making the trip all the way out here from Proxima Centauri or wherever, and yet they keep themselves pretty much hidden. They don't land on the White House lawn. They obviously don't want to announce themselves, and yet they're spotted like incompetent cat burglars by this farmer here, and this guy here kind of sees them sneaking around.
Where are they now?
Clive would know better than me. Where are the aliens now, Clive?
He can't tell us.
Go around.
They're going to be singing to you in like 20 minutes.
Well, 1 minute. 3 minutes.
The plant aliens.
He said he had contact with those aliens, came to him and gave him the design to that Integratron.
Obviously came down with the atomic bombs. That's the. They're like, look, you guys on Earth can walk around, but now with the hydrogen bomb, you can't. You're gonna blow up the universe.
The suppression of this information is the highest type of treason.
There's a lot of mystery about George Van Tassel.
Let's look at the evidence. It's there. Something was working.
If you want to see any extraterrestrials, spacecraft, just buy some $3,000 third generation military glasses.
Oh, right. The third generation military glasses, and if you go to Contact in the Desert, certainly just get them and go.
Yeah, go out here, go outside, you'll see.
I didn't see the ship land. One of my son-in-laws, that wasn't my son-in-law at that time, saw it come down.
I was sleeping next to the airstrip.
Being out here again, it's been such a long time. You just look up at the sky. God, it's incredible. I don't know if it's... There's something about a group, too. I saw something about being in a group.
Yeah, you're in a group, you're more likely to see him.
Yeah, it's weird.
He didn't agree to die, is what is being said. It wasn't his time, and it was premature.
Van Tassel's message was about love, and that's why to me he's like the hero of the Aquarian age. He was the first guy, he was the first modern, and so great because he's so square-jawed and like 50s, but he was the first guy to say it's about love, you know.
I can see why he was a marked person.
They tried to kill George.
It smells of conspiracy.
It's almost like there's some sort of experiment around here that we're all inside of.
It's almost like there's some sort of experiment around here that we're all inside of.
Do you feel that here?
I do. I feel it right now, and I feel it in my daily life, so you pointed that out to us, thank you. Let's get Clive up.
All right, thank you guys. Thanks for having me in the movie. It's been really special.